Our next presentation is incorporating traditional Indigenous foods into the school meal programs.
Right, hello everybody. I'm the Bethany part of Bethany and Nancy, and I'm going to be talking really fast. So, imagine a child that comes to school with an empty stomach, and they can't be alert and they can't learn. So this is where USDA's Team Nutrition Initiative comes in, and this is a child nutrition program that has nutrition education resources, technical assistance, and technical resources, and we develop those to be culturally diverse for the school menus. So the meals served for school lunch and school breakfast, they have to meet a variety of food groups and be low in sodium and saturated fat. So here on the screen, you see one of our sample meal patterns for lunch up here. And here is one of our newest resources. This is a web page we recently created to showcase all of the available tools for serving traditional Indigenous foods and child nutrition programs. You'll see we're passing some of those out right now so you can get the QR codes for that. And so it includes a variety of resources that will help us serve traditional Indigenous foods and school meals and with the meal patterns. So our main resource is the Food Buying Guide for Child Nutrition Programs, which is the FBG, and it has information for yields for 2,100 foods, and it helps people determine how much and what foods to purchase. So there's different trainings for it. We have webinar recordings. We have some video recordings on the website there, and it helps us to learn how to use this interactive food buying guide. So then next up is another newest resource. These are the crediting tip sheets. So these list the 5 meal components in the child nutrition programs, and it provides simple and easy to use information for each meal component. So meats, meat alternates, fruits, vegetables, fluid milk, and grain.
The Team Nutrition Training Grants are annual, and they play an important role in helping state agencies deliver training and nutrition education that supports the USDA child nutrition programs. States who administer the National School Lunch and Breakfast programs are eligible to apply. Many of the funded states have developed recipes and nutrition education incorporating traditional Indigenous foods. The Montana Office of Public Instruction developed 6 standardized recipes for the meal programs, including a variety of local foods, including bison and winter squash. One of the recipes that they developed is the bison and barley soup. Many of our Team Nutrition grantee recipes are available on our Child Nutrition Recipe Box and Child Nutrition Sharing site. The Child Nutrition Recipe Box includes recipes from USDA and our Team Nutrition grantees, and these are all standardized for use in the meal program. Each recipe includes the crediting information for breakfast and lunch. Here are some recipes that include traditional Indigenous foods, and you can see that the bison and lentil chili was also from Montana's Team Nutrition grant. Another source is the Child Nutrition Sharing site, which is a peer-to-peer site. So we encourage anyone, any state agencies that have recipes, including traditional Indigenous foods, to please post them there. This is really a great way to share information across the country. The Washington Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction used their Team Nutrition grants to develop a number of recipes featuring local agricultural products, including salmon, root vegetables, and whole grains. One of the recipes is the delicious salmon corn chowder. These recipes were created to target the diverse populations of Washington, including Native American culture. The Nebraska Department of Education is expanding resources for their Farm to School initiative, and they'll develop also a number of recipes using local agricultural products, including bison. Their bison pizza topping was a big hit with the students, with 98% of taste testers indicating that they liked or loved it. Finally, the Minnesota Department of Education is using their funds to expand their Harvest of the Month program and to facilitate culturally appropriate nutrition education for the diverse student population, which includes Native American, Hmong, Somali, and Latin students. In addition, they will provide nutrition education to staff.
Okay, this one's my baby. This is HMI, the Healthy Meals Incentives Initiative, and this is to help further strengthen the ability of schools to serve locally and culturally diverse foods and improve the nutritional quality of school meals. So we established this to help with food systems transformation, school food authority recognition, and technical assistance, as well as the generation and sharing of innovative ideas and tested practices and subgrants. On the screen now, you see the Patrick Leahy Farm to School program that provides funding and resources to increase the use of local agricultural products as part of school meals. And many projects funded by the Farm to School grants have focused on traditional indigenous foods. And up here next, we have two of the resources created by the Farm to School program that are bringing tribal foods and traditions into cafeterias, at classrooms and gardens in tribal communities. So these resources support the use of farm to school approaches to increase the traditional indigenous foods used in schools. And now open is the FY 2024 Farm to School Technical Assistance Cooperative Agreement that an FNS is soliciting the cooperative agreements for several technical assistance priorities that advance the following administrative priorities, including indigenous food sovereignty, food system transformation, and improving child health through nutritious school meals.
So coming this fall will be the FY 2024 Farm to School grants, and eligible applicants include schools, childcare institutions, summer sponsors, tribal organizations, and state agencies, as well as agricultural producers. And this Farm to School grants have also been used to support the use of traditional indigenous food. So one example is the Nick tribe in Palmer, Alaska, that used the funds to create tunnel houses and raised beds to grow greens for use in the Benta STEAM Academy childcare and after-school programs. And children also learned the process for growing greens through education provided by the Nick tribe farm. The absentee Shawnee tribe worked with the Oklahoma Tribal Engagement Partners to create edible gardens for use in their after-school program. These gardens created opportunities to empower tribal food sovereignty through access to fresh food options and nutrition education for students and the community. Thank you so much, and please connect with us for further information.